Another tool in SketchUp to create landform was SoapSkin Bubble. Now SoapSkin Bubble is a plugin to SketchUp that is really designed to create surfaces over top of faces from which you can do any number of manipulations to it, including landform. What we're going to do is use the SoapSkin Bubble tool to create these little bubbles on our areas that we've identified with this little blue color. I'll go ahead and zoom in on one of these. And what I'm first going to do is close some of these toolbars that we're not going to use. And the only thing we care about is Soap Bubble. I want this area here to be free so you can see the soap skin working. Once I'm zoomed in here, I can select the area that I want to create a skin on. Ordinarily, I would double click on this and make it a group, but I know the soap skin will create a new group on top of this surface in a very non-destructive way. When I choose the SoapSkin tool, it gives me a preview of what the number of the divisions are. By default, I believe it's coming in as 5 or 10. I can hit 5. It gives me a preview of 5. If I chose 1, it just splits it. 2. So you can see the higher the number, the more divisions I have. I'll go back to the 10 divisions, hit enter, and then when I'll hit enter again, it will generate the SoapSkin. Right now, this is only a preview. It will not create the SoapSkin until you hit enter again. Once I hit enter again, you can see it's going through there. It created the SoapSkin. In fact, it created a group on top of the group. Another thing about SoapSkin, it does not give us good feedback on when it's completed. It just tells us when the SoapSkin is done, when this ticker stops. To get out of the tool, I need to click on my selection tool, and then I'm out of the tool. But if you notice here that I have a surface on top of a surface on the exact same space, that's why it's twinkling. I'll go ahead and click on that surface. I'll do the Control X, cut it. I'm going to go inside the existing base. I'll delete that piece out, which is now a hole. I'll go ahead and edit, paste in place. I don't want a surface on top of a surface. Something else I noticed as I'm looking at this base file, as we noticed in class, is that these faces have been drawn reversed. Sometimes SketchUp will randomly create a reverse face. The next tool I'm going to use is this Generate Soap Bubble, but I want to use a positive number that actually creates the bubble on the surface more intuitively. So I'm going to double click on here, or triple click, and reverse those faces so I could see that lighter color, which now means that SketchUp is drawing it on top. I'm going to click on that group once, and then choose the Generate Soap Bubble tool. The next thing it's going to ask me right now, it's asking me to ask for a pressure. I'll go ahead and type in a pressure of 5. I'll hit enter, and you should see this inflate. If you don't like that number, 5 may not have been enough, you can go ahead and type 10 again, because you're still actually in the active command. Type 20, and so on. I don't think I need to create a very high bubble here. In fact, the landscape in this area is a pretty low raise of the landform anyway. I think 20 was a pretty good number. To exit the soap bubble again, just choose your selection tool, and you're out of it. But we also want to smooth this. We don't want to see that mesh, so I'll double click on it or triple click on it, right click, soften smooth edges. I'll pull my default tray up and go ahead and soften coplanar, and you can smooth those edges. So it gives a nice smooth finish for us in our model.